AFCON 2025 is over. We finally have a winner. The much anticipated tournament where the giants were expected to triumph, the likes of Senegal, Nigeria, Egypt, Morocco, Ivory Coast, and South Africa were expected to be amongst the best teams, and they did not fail. Now, throughout the group stages, the big teams, or rather the bigger boys that were expected to do well, did well. And then we had a little bit of a stumble for some teams that we thought would do well, but they did not. But at the end of the day, they came out, they put in their best foot forward, the progress from the group stages, the big teams, as I said, put their best foot forward. They were able to progress through the group stages, progress through the round of 16. And then it was when they got to the quarterfinals was where the competition really got more intense, because literally every team that was left, the 8 teams that were left, were the best teams in Africa, basically. We had the likes of Egypt, we had Senegal, we had Morocco, we had Nigeria, we had South Africa, we had Mali. So the 8 teams took on each other, and then when we now progressed to the semi-final was when we had literally the 4 best teams in Africa, where Nigeria took on Morocco, and then Egypt took on Senegal. Now, the matches were quite intense, actually. I enjoyed them thoroughly. I don't know about you guys, but the matches were quite intense. And then Nigeria lost on penalty shootouts to Morocco, while Egypt lost 1-0 to Senegal via a Sadio Mane strike. Now, the final was where the controversy happened. I'm sure we all watched that game. These are my thoughts. I don't think the referee was being partial, right? I think the circumstances in which he awarded that penalty was a bit controversial, in the sense that he gave if you think about it just from the way it appeared, right? The host team are given a penalty kick in the 98th minute of the final. It sounds like, oh, there's controversy involved. It sounded like, okay, they want the host team to win. CAF wants the host team to win. The referee wants the host team to win. But I personally do not see it that way. Let me explain why. Now, if that drag on Ibrahim Diaz happened in the 8th minute, would we think it's a penalty? Of course we would. Or let's reverse the roles. If that pushback happened in the 18 box of Morocco, let's say it was a Morocco player that dragged back Sadio Mane. Let's use Sadio Mane as an example. Dragged back Sadio Mane, and that penalty was not given. The whole Africa will complain that they were being robbed of a penalty shootout. They should have been given this and that. No. If it's to be given in the first minute, it should be given in the 90th minute, regardless of the time. So personally, I don't think it was controversial. Yes, the decision at that time felt like they were being betrayed. And then it was very, very, the actions of Senegal that transpired after that was very, very disgraceful. Why would you guys walk off the pitch? After they will call us black men. It's very, 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 very unfair. Now, I'm seeing reports that Morocco is going to take legal action against Senegal, and they are asking for the intervention of CAF and FIFA. Now, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Please tell me what you think, because maybe I am wrong. Maybe I am the only one thinking the referee was being impartial. But at the end of the day, Ibrahim Diaz, missed the penalty. Tried the Panenka when he should have really, gone for something better. He missed the penalty, and then Morocco won, scored a winning goal in the extra time. Now, Senegal, I would say Senegal were deserving victors. They played their best. In fact, other than Morocco, they played arguably the best football in African football, right? And they duly and deservedly won the tournament. Now, what happens when Morocco says, oh, you walking off the pitch caused the disruption between the flow of the game, and that was as a result, Ibrahim Diaz has missed the penalty? What now happens? Let's say Morocco now finds, or rather, the legal action Morocco finds against Senegal actually pulls through. What punishment do you think would be given to Senegal? Please let me know. I personally think to just be a fine, or maybe a sort of ban from the next AFCON. Or do you think that is too severe? Please let me know. I'll be in the comments.